Hey everybody, Justin the Diabetic here. We are on week 15 with the 770G insulin pump by Medtronic. I'm kind of running out of things to update you guys on, but the biggest thing is this week I want to talk about the long term. What changes have I noticed with the 770G versus my 670G and stuff like that. So if you don't know already, I did share on my Facebook page with about 6 different insulin pump groups. You are now able to look at your CareLink data, reports and stuff on a mobile device. I know it works on Safari and Google Chrome, both on iPhones and my iPad. I would assume that also works with other tablets, but I don't have a non-Apple product to test that on. So check that out. It's definitely a lot more convenient for me to be able to hit the manual sync button on my phone, sync my pump data, and then look at the reports if I want to see something for the past couple hours. And I don't have my laptop with me, so that's very convenient. So the report that I'm looking at now is a 30-day look back, kind of comparing the beginning of March through now April 1st, and then February 1st through the beginning of March. There's some improvement. I am really impressed with the numbers that I'm looking at. So the month of February, my total time in range was 87%. That has increased through the month of March to 91%. My total time from 200 to 250 has went from 11% to 7%, and then my time above 250 remained the same at 2%. I am trying to get more infusion site locations. I'm trying some spots that I've never tried often. Or it's been a very long time since I've used these, like the front of my abdomen, and trying some other areas. I primarily use my pump on my back around the love handle region. So I'm trying to venture out a little bit and find some other sites that work for me. Often when I do that, I do experience a high for the first couple hours of that site. That's why I believe I'm going over 250. Most of the time when I eat, my sugar might come over 200, hang out just a little bit around over 200. Typically, I don't go over 250 for food-related items. So, taking a step forward on insulin usage. So the month of February, I used an average of 191.5 units of insulin a day. That has been reduced to 157.3. My auto basal has reduced a little bit, and then my actual bolus amounts has been reduced since I am being more active with my diet and kind of stuff like that, and then 2, the carbs have been cut back. I am staying in auto mode, about 93% of the time, with about 7% in manual mode. It just kind of depends on how my sensor change goes. If my sensor expires late at night, sometimes I'll wait till the next morning and start it, and then sometimes I try to start it as soon as possible. My CMI number is still 6.9. That did not change. I do want to try, my goal for the month of April is to get that down to 6.5. My goal for also the month of April is to continue cutting back on my carbs and try to adjust my eating habits just a little bit from what I'm doing now. I've already done a significant decrease in my food consumption, so I want to take the next step in that. So that's kind of where I'm at with the 770G. I haven't had any major problems with the pump. I've seen a lot of people asking, does it alarm as much as the 670G did? I don't think so. The alarms that I'm getting are for calibration required, high blood sugar, low blood sugar, the basic alarms that you should be getting with an insulin pump. I don't remember the last time I've got a minimum insulin delivery or a maximum insulin delivery alarm. I do have the BG reminders turned off under auto mode, so I just kind of keep a check on it. I have noticed that sometimes I will get the gray shield and I'll just go ahead and calibrate again and it goes away. I don't know if because I turned off the BG reminders, I'm not getting those. I'm not sure. It's been pleasant. I've enjoyed it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I saw a couple people, or one individual in particular on Facebook, is having a problem with their transmitter battery life. I checked and messaged this individual yesterday. Yesterday I had 1 day and 20 hours left on my sensor and I had 60% battery life. Now I have less than a day. I have 19 hours and 30 minutes at the time of this recording on my sensor. I am going to change it in the morning, but I have 55% battery life. So I'm not having any problems with my sensor or my transmitter battery running out prematurely. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's where things are. I'm really impressed with the 770G. I have been extremely active over the past couple weeks trying to do that for myself and be healthier. I have not had any severe lows in doing that. I walked one day 5.5 miles on, I think it was right under 2 hours, and my pump did exactly what it's supposed to do. My sugar did drop. I think it was like 150 when I started, and by the time I finished, it had come down to about 80, but it leveled off, and about 30 minutes after I stopped, it had risen back up to 100. So I definitely believe that auto mode on the 770 is, the pump itself has a better processing power, therefore making auto mode be able to respond to what's going on with the user faster. And I think that would also provide better control for some users. So kind of my goal for myself is to kind of cut back on my carbs a little bit. I'm going to try to get that down and try to stay in range. My best so far has been 48 hours at 100%. So I'm going to try to keep beating that goal and hopes to lower that GMI number down to about 6.5. I would like that my next round of labs in the next couple months to be a lower A1C. So that GMI number kind of is an estimated A1C based on your sensor readings, and a lot of people have said that it is accurate. So I hope to kind of lower that down just a little bit more, especially I really want to be there by the end of the year, but I would love to be there sooner. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in a couple days. Y'all have a good weekend.